You can spend your whole life trying to satisfy a thirst only God can. Hi, I'm Victoria, and I started a series called Bible a Day where we go through a chapter from the Bible every single day together. Today we're in John 4. In John 4, Jesus meets the Samaritan woman at the well. Typically in this time, the women would fetch the water in the mornings because later in the day it was too hot. But Jesus knew of one woman that would go later in the day when no one else would. A woman that was full of shame and brokenness and was rejected by society. Jesus exposed everything about her past that she was ashamed about, but not to judge her. It was to heal her and offer her another way. He offered her living water, the eternal life found in Jesus Christ. Only Jesus is able to satisfy the thirst of your soul. It's why a lot of people spend their entire life trying to fill it with other things, only to end up feeling lonely, broken, ashamed, humiliated, like the Samaritan woman. But Jesus wasn't turned off by her past. In fact, he chose her to continue spreading the good news. Jesus doesn't avoid broken people. He pursues them and uses them as vessels for his kingdom. John 4. Jesus and the Samaritan woman. Jesus knew the Pharisees had heard that he was baptizing and making more disciples than John. Though Jesus himself didn't baptize them, his disciples did. So he left Judea and returned to Galilee. He had to go through Samaria on the way. Eventually he came to the Samaritan village of Sychar, near the field that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. Jacob's well was there, and Jesus, tired from the long walk, sat wearily beside the well about noontime. Soon, a Samaritan woman came to draw water, and Jesus said to her, "Please give me a drink." He was alone at the time because his disciples had gone into the village to buy some food. The woman was surprised, for Jews refused to have anything to do with Samaritans. She said to Jesus, "You are a Jew, and I am a Samaritan woman. Why are you asking me for a drink?" Jesus replied, "If only you knew the gift God has for you and who you are speaking to, you would ask me and I would give you living water. But sir, you don't have a rope or a bucket," she said, "and this well is very deep. Where would you get this living water? And besides, do you think you're greater than our ancestor Jacob, who gave us this well? How can you offer better water than he and his sons and his animals enjoyed?" Jesus replied, "Anyone who drinks this water will soon become thirsty again, but those who drink the water I give will never be thirsty again. It becomes a fresh, bubbling spring within them, giving them eternal life." "Please, sir," the woman said, "give me this water. Then I'll never be thirsty again, and I won't have to come here to get water." "Go and get your husband," Jesus told her. "I don't have a husband," the woman replied. Jesus said, "You're right. You don't have a husband, for you have had 5 husbands, and you aren't even married to the man you're living with now. You certainly spoke the truth." "Sir," the woman said, "you must be a prophet. So tell me, why is it that you Jews insist that Jerusalem is the only place of worship, while we Samaritans claim it is here at Mount Gerizim